What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and welcome back to another video. As you can tell, no face cam. It's boiling and I can't bother to put a shirt on because it's ridiculously hot. But, as usual, we've got the game week preview. We've got our games to watch: goalkeepers, defenders, fielders, and finally strikers. Hopefully I have more time to talk about strikers this week, so let's jump straight into the games to watch. Alright, so we've got 4 for you today. First up, Chelsea versus Liverpool. For me, this one is a huge game, the biggest game of the weekend. It's a Friday night game. That being said, remember, it's a Friday night deadline. Don't forget that, or it could be very, very detrimental to your FPL. I'd say get your teams done now, just so in case you forget, it's not too bad indeed. Chelsea vs Liverpool, it could be a goal fest, it could be Chelsea one-sided win, it could be Liverpool one-sided win. Both teams in recent weeks have shown that they can concede goals as well as score them, so I'm not sure what to expect. That's a really exciting game. Then we've got Leicester versus Burnley, a teams that a few years ago you'd have seen in the Championship together. Now they're in the Premier League and they're not doing too bad either. I feel like they've both had a good start to the season. Leicester, of course, not too well, but I expected them to do much worse, and they're playing okay. But the Liverpool result was a big, big hammer blow to them, though. And that one is interesting to see how Burnley will take it, how Leicester will take it. Because Burnley, if they play the way they play against Liverpool, I feel like Leicester could be in for another shock loss. We've got West Brom versus West Ham. The battle of the defence versus battle of the attackers. You've got people like Lanzini, Payet, Antonio. You've also got Zaza now up against some of the strongest defenders in the game, like Foster, McCauley, Evans, Dawson, those sort of players. Really interesting battle, that one. And finally, Spurs versus Sunderland. You've got the high-scoring Spurs playing against another weak defence, as Romelu Lukaku showed, and I'm predicting that to be an absolute slaughter. So who are my goalkeepers to watch this week? Starting off with Petr Cech. Now the reason I'm going Petr Cech is because a lot of people might be thinking, you know what, time to get him out. He comes in scoring a whopping 1 point after his own goal in the last game week, and that was not too good for him. His team did win though, so it's worth saying that. And his transfers out this round have gone into 10,000, which is insanely high. His transfers in, however, just 3,000, so he could even drop down. It's worth noting that. But Arsenal's game, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing away against Hull. It should be a clean sheet for them. Moving on from him, though, we've got Adrian in the West Ham goal now. Put him in the differentials team, and they got slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. So this week, I'm putting him in again because I feel like West Brom don't really offer much in the attack. It was a risk putting him in there, hence the reason it's differentials. They're always risks, but it was a risk putting him in there against a team that have scored quite a few goals already this season. Mainly just Capué, though. But this West Brom team, you don't look as if it's going to be an attacking threat. And I feel like West Ham should keep a clean sheet. That is not saying they will. And we've got Stekelenburg from Everton. Everton have a nice game against Middlesbrough. And I feel like Middlesbrough away from home will be quite an easy game. Or Middlesbrough at home, should be quite an easy game. Maybe a few goals and a clean sheet as well, just like the Sunderland game. And then Lloris, he values at £5.4 million because of his injury, and he's got a nice game against Sunderland. And if Everton are anything to go by, they should get another few goals and an easy clean sheet. Let's get on with the defenders. We ended with Tottenham, so we're going to start with Tottenham again. Kyle Walker, £5.7 million. Now, he's gone up 0.2. I'd say get him in as soon as you can. He's going to go up even more. I'm looking at it and I'm seeing Walker going up maybe 6.6 million. Maybe one of the most valuable defenders come the end of the game. Walker has been in good form this season. As I say, they're playing against Sunderland. There's a good chance to get more assists and another clean sheet. Could be a high scoring week for him. Then I got Monreal because I'm not too sure. I would put Koscielny in there, but he's doubtful. All of a sudden, actually no, he's not. He's just gone away again. Never mind. Koscielny or Monreal. I'm just gonna maybe put a slash there, or just Koscielny or Monreal. But anyone on 6 million, even you could put Mustafi in there, but not Bellerin. He's a 0.52 expensive for my liking. He hasn't really started the season very well attacking wise. And you got Baines, £5.5 million, looking good. And like I say, well, it's a bit of a risk. I feel like I could get a clean sheet, and if not, you got the assists and the attacking from Baines. He also got 2 bonus points in the game Monday against Sunderland. And you got Matt Lowton. This one's a bit of a risk, but I'm liking it at the moment. Matt Lowton comes in a away game against Leicester. Yes, I know, but I feel like Burnley could play the game the way like they played against Liverpool. Really frustrated teams and hit them on the counter. Maybe Lowton can bomb forward, get a few balls in. Gray and Vokes are clinical strikers, so feed them one of the balls and they're going to smack it home. Then you've got Ward from Crystal Palace, £5 million. The unfortunate car crash happened to Pep Suarez, led him to move the other side of the fence, and Martin Kelly coming in at right back. But I do feel Ward, either way, right back or left back, has got a decent game. Looking at Crystal Palace at home against Stoke. Stoke haven't started the season very well. I feel like it could be another loss there. I'm pinging myself on Crystal Palace for this one. And then lastly, we've got Cedric from Southampton, valued at £5 million. He has a nice home game against Swansea. Not the easiest of games, but he's definitely got a chance to get a clean sheet. Now, the midfielders. And the midfielders, first up, we've got Willian. Now, yes, I know, Willian. But I feel like this is a game that Willian could really thrive in. You've got Liverpool that could be maybe a bit rocky at the back, and the left back position is looking very, very weak. You've either got a midfielder in James Milner playing there, who's a right-footed midfielder, can do a decent-ish job there, I suppose, and Monreal, who likes to play as a striker. So either way, Willian's going to have a lot of time down the right-hand side, maybe to cross balls in, to get shots away, to ping the balls back in towards the edge of the area. You've got a lot of chance to get assists and goals, and he's definitely one to put into your team. Then you've got Mane at 8.9 million. The other end of the spectrum, Mane is one with terrific pace, and with Terry confirmed to be out, David Luiz is probably going to come back in, as I can't see anyone else getting in. Unless we move Marcus Alonso into left-back, and Azpilicueta over to the right, and in Ivanovic into the centre back. That's a lot of nonsense. Mane should be one to break down the Chelsea defence with his pace on the counter. I think that could really, really hurt Chelsea. And you've got Antonio, £7.1 million at the moment. Definitely get him in. He's set to rise. I got him in at 7 million. Now he's set to rise up to at least 7.2 by the end of the week, I should say. Away against Bournemouth, away against West Ham, away against West Brom. Got there in the end, and he looks as if he's going to have another good game. A physical team, but he likes headers, so that's a good thing for West Ham. Then we've got Dusan Tadic, another player that has gone down in price. In fact, I've just noticed it's the first time I think ever we've had all 6 players that have either gone up or gone down. Tadic's another one that's gone down, like Willian and also Mane, but you're looking at, Southampton need that person to thread it through. They're playing against a Swansea team that could need the man like Tadic. That is the thing I'm going with. And you look at their fixtures after that. You've got West Ham, Leicester, Burnley, Man City and Chelsea. Tadic is playing those games and he could be the man to thread the balls through. Maybe even, get them the points in the end of the day. Then we have got Mirallas from Everton. I think last night showed that Barkley a bit overpriced. Mirallas comes in, grabs an assist. Not the best of games from him, but his points nonetheless. Game against Middlesbrough, and I feel like Mirallas really could hammer home a few points in that game. And finally, Zaha. Now, I'm putting Zaha in there as a bit of a risk, but Crystal Palace play at home against Stoke. And Stoke were thumped last game. They haven't had a good start to the season at all. It's led me to believe that one of my bargain picks from then, Eric Peters, is not maybe worth it at the moment, whilst Stoke try and get on their feet again. Zaha, £5.4 million, really could be that cheap player and could spring into action in the next few game weeks. Crystal Palace have got a nice few games that Zaha really could target, and especially this one, he could get quite a few game points or bonus points in this one for his good performances. Finally, the attackers. Left ourselves not much time again, but let's speed for the attackers. Costa at £9.9 million. I'm pretty sure he's about to go up to 10. He had a really good start to the season, scoring 4 goals in 4 games, or 4 goals in 3 games, but he's got 4 basically in 4. He scored in 3 of them though, and Chelsea have a nice game against Liverpool, who don't like to defend, so for me, Costa's definitely going to get a goal in that one. Then Giroud, this game against Hull that Arsenal have, just feels like a game where Olivier Giroud will get a goal. It's just got that feeling. I can't really give anything else. Giroud is going to get a goal. Then we're going to get Benteke into our teams, are we? Well, let's hope so. Crystal Palace play at home to Stoke. Need I say more? Lukaku for Everton, scored 3 goals against Sunderland. He looks to be back. He had a decent international break as well. Middlesbrough, I think I'd be scared if I was a Middlesbrough defender. Then we got Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane at the bottom. I generally couldn't think of anyone that could have a really good game week, so I've chucked these in. Vardy, if anyone's going to break down Burnley, could be Vardy. But again, I feel like Burnley might just scrape a clean sheet there. I've just got this inside feeling that Leicester will have a shock loss again. And Harry Kane, well, Spurs playing against Sunderland. Need I say more? Well, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And who are you picking for your teams? Are you picking anyone that I've just mentioned? Have I swayed your thought into who you're playing? And if you've got your wild card, I'll take as many of these players as I can. I might do a wild card special, who knows. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.